this drive with Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 36. 23 yards on the play. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Here's Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming down. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
On first down, Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, Cook. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
Cook to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. We're scoreless after 1. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Allen now on the sneak, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And this is off the left, upright, and through. A trick shot there, but a point is a point. Here's Bass now to send it away. The return from his end zone is Grant. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Allen going to audible to a different look. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Zadarius Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. He had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Bass is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And now Watson throws another interception. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. To the air, Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Cook is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Allen to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That open man that time, man, to put a little too much heat on it. Don't you think, Foreman?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Allen now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw is Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Here's Hardy set to return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Finding Shakir across the formation. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by... Marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Completes to Shakir once again. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 50 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Sione Takitaki came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On third and long, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
I certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Flacco looking for his first toss. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. On first down, Flacco.
This complete to David Bell.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. That one goes for 30 yards. Flacco off play action. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
David Bell,
a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2.
Flacco looking to throw for it. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Dalvin Tomlinson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now this throw caught left side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Allen's throw is complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Allen now looks to throw.
Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 29 yards. And the Bills have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Operating off play action, Flacco. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Play action, Flacco. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Flacco. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Flacco. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. Now Flacco. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Bills are going to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So Allen's going to look to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Allen to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Back to throw. Allen. And that will be incomplete.
That was a good play. An incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for. And when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play.
And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back for the last launch.
He has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Pressure mounting. Flacco. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Setting to throw, Flacco. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So that's a wrap for